ClanWilliam Health's role on the project has been to develop and design the Senator software, defining the rules within that rules engine, and we work closely with some of the colleagues in Cork for that. And just that process, that collaborative process of refining those rules and defining how they would work within the rules engine. You know, some of the rules they wanted were just overly complex, and it was just getting them to understand that a computer can't do what you're looking for. We need to be much more specific about how we define this rule. So the data points that we're taking in, how the rule is processed, and then how it's displayed on the report for for the users that are going to see it. We were work package 4. So from our point of view, we were building the rules engine, but that required a lot of inputs that came from the other work packages. I mean, one of the big ones was ClinInfo, who we had a close collaboration with. So they were building the ECRF, and that is, I suppose, for most people, that's the initial point of contact for Senator. I mean, that's where all these data points have to be put in. When a patient arrives and they have to start screening them, it's through the ECRF, so it's an electronic questionnaire, basically, is what it looks like. One of the things, I suppose, that wasn't thought about across Europe is we don't have a common drug file. So each country has their own particular drug file and how it's structured and what drugs are in it and what drugs they're using. And I suppose that became a sticking point, because that had to, suddenly it was like, well, how are we going to define this across all the participating countries? Because that was key for another part of the application, which is the drug-disease interactions. And in order for that to work, all sites needed a common file that defined what the drugs were. So there was a massive amount of work done defining that file so that it was common across all the sites. So all these data points feed into the rules engine, and then using the rules which have been previously defined, it takes all the data points, passes it through a number of iterations of the rules engine, and then that's what generates the report at the end. It was just fascinating to be on some of the initial calls. We had people from Spain, from Iceland, from Italy, England, and I'm sure I've forgotten a country there, Belgium, in Ghent. But and just the collaboration that was going on with all those people, that was something completely different. I mean, we obviously collaborate with other third parties on other projects, but usually not so far afield, and also with I won't say language barriers, but with that cultural difference, and getting used to that was something that was fascinating on the project.